get a sense of what you're getting from us. What has been helpful so far?
Okay, so Jorge said, it's a day by day for sure. No one knows uncharted territory. Next 90 days will determine a lot. Absolutely. What I did before won't work today. That's right. It's a market we have never seen before. Change is a must. The last market prepared us to help people. Absolutely. Scripting needs to be changed. Yes, it's happening already. What Bill and I have been working on 24/7 here. Confidence is key. Either lead or be a victim. I love it. I mean, you guys, Bill, they're doing a great job. They're listening. So I'm excited about that.
All right, number one, watch this. Focus on what you can control. All right? There's things that we cannot control. We cannot control the financial market. We can't control what's happening with oil. We can't even control what's happening with the mortgage business. We can only control us and our family.
Yep. And Bill, I know you said a lot of great things about this yesterday, facing our fears and frustrations. They are real. So this is not a matter of ignore what's going on. No, we acknowledge it. You got fears. The world is in fear. The people you're going to be speaking with are in fear and they're frustrated. This is changing the way we live. And the one thing that I want to say, Bill, because I think it's really important, yes, it's scary and it will be okay. This is going to be okay. So as much as you want to face your fears and frustrations, what you don't want to do is go down a rabbit hole on that.
So let me go to number three. Replace the fear with certainty. So certainty, what are the certain things that we know about? And one of the things I told my clients yesterday, and I talked to some of them today, is that we got to step up to the plate. This whole thing about I'm afraid to call certain people, obviously right now knocking on the door is not going to work. So there's going to be other things you're going to have to do to communicate to people. Go ahead, Jack.
And replace doubt with confidence. And again, I believe these are all choices that we make. We, again, as human beings, we are going to have moments of doubt, and we got to be there for each other. And we're doing this again, like Bill said. We came up with it 2 days ago. And we said, let's get out there. We got to lead the people that know who we are. And the fact that Bill and I have been spending so much time in the last couple of weeks speaking with each other, when I have a moment of doubt or fear, Bill will check me in immediately. And we do that for each other, and we do that for our families, so that we don't stay in the doubt for longer than a second or two. You have doubt, you have fear, you need people around you that are leaders like you and that are gonna help you get through this. And that's what we are here for.
Understand the client's fears and frustrations. So we really need to be more empathetic to their situation. We have to understand. And so we're going to share a script with you, probably not today, probably next week, on how to be more empathetic to people. Because this thing about going, I can appreciate that, and then you tell them why they're wrong, is not going to work today. Here's a question that you may want to ask your clients. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if the market dramatically changes, what are your plans? Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, creating a compelling message. And again, we cannot have the same conversations that we were having a month ago or a year ago or 12 years ago in 2008, 2009. This is a completely different social economic situation. And Bill and I are going to help you with this so that what you say to people matters. And again, we're going to come up with, we already have some, we've been working on it, the message and the scripts and the appropriate questions. And at the same time, remember, all of this needs to be delivered with confidence. You need to be the leader in this situation.
Not approaching the business the same way. Here's an idea. And again, these are just coming up as we're dealing with the situation. If I have a listing right now and I'm an agent that has to now go to a listing with my buyer who wants to buy. How do I know that house is clean enough to show to my buyers? And if there's this is just a conversation that we can have as a group. If there's 2 properties on the market, one had a 5-point white glove cleaning thing and the other one didn't, which one would you go to right now? Right? So maybe you have to create this. And some of my clients were talking about, hey, my houses will now all have HEPA filters in it. I'm going to do a deep cleaning with my houses and tell the agents that are wanting to see my properties that my property is certified under this 5-point white glove program that I have. Go ahead, Jackie.
Have your clients and prospects clinging to you for leadership and information. This is absolutely critical. And back to the leadership. You need to be, as Bill said, listening and watching the financial markets. I think it's one of the points coming up. Rather than listening to the news and just getting more fearful, more doubtful, more frustrated, educate yourself with powerful information that you can provide your clients that they will be coming to you for.
So you have to start creating and not having a set way of delivering the service to people. Now, the Zillows of the world can't wait for this to happen, because they're going to go to all these sellers now and say, we can take this off your hands. You're stressed out, right? You're stressed out. Let me relieve you and take away this problem, because the evil real estate people are going to confuse you. Guys, I said this a long time ago. If you really want to know what Zillow is going to do to us, go to the CNBC video and pull up the interview they did with the CEO of Zillow and watch that. You make an opinion on that. I'll give you another case in point. When we talk about face-to-face, we know that face-to-face is the highest rate of conversion will happen face-to-face. Face-to-face will have to be different now. It may be on Zoom. You may have to learn how to do a PowerPoint on Zoom like we're doing right now. You may have to do more FaceTime, okay? But you've got to be compelling, right? You may have to get the lights that we have here to do what we do. You may have to get a webcam, because you're going to do more presentations online because people don't want you to come over to their house. They're freaked out. This thing is not going to be healed in the next 90 days. So there's going to be a level of changing how we do business.
And some people may not know me here. I sold real estate for many years, and 100% of my closed transactions were FSBOs and expireds, about 125 a year for several years. I never called my database. And past clients, never, ever, people I knew. And yet I know I don't have any regrets. I just feel like if I was starting over, I would do what I did 100%. And Bill and I talked about this. FSBOs and expireds are still they're gonna be coming up. FSBOs and expireds need your help now more than ever before. And believe me, if you're one agent that called FSBOs and expireds before, and they would say, well, you're the 50th agent that's called me today, that's not going to be happening right now. Okay, you're going to be one of the very few, and they need you. So that business right now is amazing. And at the same time, you got to take care of your database. Closing more effectively and more often. I love this conversation, and there's some adaptation to this. You know, when we say you need to empathize and understand their fears and frustrations, that doesn't mean that you're weak. That doesn't mean that you don't lead them to take action. And yeah, you're gonna have to ask for the order, and you're gonna have to do it often, because that's what leaders do.
Investors are going to be coming out of the woodwork. They're like vultures in the trees ready to come down. They know exactly what's happening, guys. The people with cash right now know exactly what's going on. So you find those investors. You need to stash the cash. You need to find these opportunities too. And we're going to talk a lot about that down the road. You're going to have to find these opportunities for yourself and for your family to protect yourself, so that you have what these investors have, a lot of cash.
be up to date with doing business online. And you know what? This may be for some of you a certain fear, doing a listing presentation on Zoom, on FaceTime, creating a powerful, compelling message online. And, you know, some of you may not like the video. It's just like, oh, I don't like calling. I don't like talking to this person, to that person. I don't feel good on video. You know what? You got to get over yourself, because that's what it's going to take. Right now, that's what it takes. And there's certain things that you need to do to set yourself up and put yourself in a place of authority, like Bill said, influence, authority in an online situation. So pre-listing package, listing presentation, and your setup to be able to speak, to actually see them face to face on an online situation.
We've probably drilled this enough, but not only being a leader for the marketplace, but also for your family, for you guys, and for you women that are leading your family, because maybe your husband's job is, someone has to lead, okay?
Absolutely.
So someone is going to have to be the leader in all these areas of life. We're going to be doing Zoom sessions together. We're going to do calls on a regular basis. You stick with us next week. You will hear more information. We're going to get more into detail.
We're definitely in a crisis, and crisis is danger plus opportunity. 100%. This is one of the best quotes for this moment. And our job is to find the opportunities. Now, you know what? The old way of thinking, of being, whatever you were doing, gone, done, out the door. And at the same time that there's danger, there's crisis, there's fear, there's doubt. And we share that with all of you.
Yeah, and we are highly sensitive to the families and the people who've passed away and all the stuff. Yeah. But this, for some people, there are going to be new top producers created from this. There's going to be more solid business for some people for this. There's going to be leaders in the training and the coaching industry. We want to be in the forefront of that. But so what we want to do with you is to provide you the new scripts, the techniques, and new strategies for the next couple weeks. This is not about the flavor of the month. This is about you changing your skills internally and delivering a presentation to people that they see you as someone with authority, with influence. For next week, you're going to use the same Zoom ID. You're going to use the same link and share it with other people. We all have families. We all have kids. We all have situations. We're praying for you guys, praying for the world, and we want to make sure that things end up in the right situation. But we're going to have to be out in front. You're going to see people confused. You're going to see people not being successful. So thanks for being on. Jackie, you want to final words?
Yeah, no, it's great to see a lot of familiar faces and names up there. And I really appreciate you taking the time and trusting us to be here with you and for you. So we'll be back next Wednesday at the same time, noon Eastern time. Feel free to share the link with anyone you know, and we're here for you. So be safe, be healthy. We'll talk soon.